So we're at the back end of August now, well, the last week of August really. And up at Grassy Bottom, as you can see, I have lots of flowers still. As you know, I like to aim for late season perennials. And it's their time. It's looking good. Now, one of the things I keep encouraging people to do, as you all know, is get some ornamental grasses in the garden. That helps to keep the show going through autumn and even through winter when you can just leave them alone. I have a lot of miscanthus varieties in this garden and we'll do a video on those another time. But what I wanted to show you today was this one here, and you hear me talking about this grass all the time. This is called Chionachloa rubra, a grass that hails from New Zealand. So this year it's been doing absolutely fantastic. So because this one hails from New Zealand, it's really good this year because our conditions have been so hot in the UK and dry, and this is what this grass favours. The beauty of this grass is it has several different colours within it. Now if the camera will pick it up, we can show you some of those. So you can see there's greens in there, but there are olive colours and there are orangey type colours too, which are not so obvious at the moment, especially on camera. They're never as obvious on camera. So it has this shape, and it can take at least 5 years to get to this shape. And that is I would say 4.5 foot at the moment by a spread in the leaf zone. So from that side to that side is about 4 foot. And it's so easy to keep this one. They used to think it was quite tender in the UK, but it's not proving that way. But we are getting hotter summers and less cool winters. Now at the moment, this one is absolutely laden with, well, they're not seeds anymore. They're just the seed shells that are still on it. The seeds will have long gone. Don't be fooled by the fact that it's got lots of seeds or seed shells on it, or it appears to be seeding all over. It won't. That's one of the good things about this grass. It won't seed around because I don't know why, really, to be quite honest. It just doesn't. It doesn't perform very well in the UK. And I know a lot of people that keep this and they can't get them going from seeds. Now, maybe this year it might be different because it's been very warm. So the best way with this one is to actually take it from a split. So lift the plant. Best time? What would I say the best time is? I'd say the best time is in spring, really. Once we're actively growing. So when you see that all the other plants are growing actively, that's the time to lift it, pull it apart, and it'll naturally fall into little sections. And that's the best way to get this one going. So I use this as a filler plant and a feature plant. And it really does grab the attention. And it's always admired. Every time somebody comes in the garden, they admire this one. It's a beauty. Now this one is actually in the owl border. It's not the only one I have. I have 2 others in the garden. And that one is now at full maturity. I'll just turn around to this one here. And this one is beyond maturity. So it's probably 7 years old now. And it could really do with lifting and splitting, which is a bit of a shame because it's a beautiful plant. But it's getting to the point where, 3 or 4 years time, it'll probably just die away naturally. So I intend to lift it and split this one. Then this is where I'll get all my new plants from. And then there's an even younger plant up on the gravel garden. So what else can I say about Chionachloa rubra? Nothing really. People get it mixed up with the Carex types that they always say is dead. It's far from it. Carex grasses are a lot smaller. And the Carexes I'm talking about are the bronze ones that you can buy in garden centres. Well, you can't buy this one in a garden centre. There's a bit of wind blowing. Let's see if we can get it doing what it should do. Blowing around, billowing in the wind. Beautiful. And that is a stunner. Now grasses are good for giving movement, they're good for shape, they're good for form, and they add interest to the garden, especially late summer when a lot of plants and a lot of flowers have gone through. Then these come into their own at that point. Now as I said earlier, I grow late season perennials, or a lot of late season perennials, so that they match with my grasses, and I try and combine them. So is it worth getting that one? I think it is. I think it's definitely worth getting Chionachloa rubra. They're just fantastic. Good grass to get. Nice to have in the garden. Grabs attention. There's nothing to do to them at all, to be quite honest. The only thing that you maybe want to do from time to time is get a really fine rake and rake through the grass and pull away some of the dead that will inevitably be in there. Don't do it with your bare hands. Put gloves on if you're going to do it with fingers, because you will cut yourself. So a little bit about Chionachloa rubra. Probably one of my favourite grasses amongst many other favourites. So hopefully that's given you a bit of a drive to get that one, because it's definitely worth having. Okay, I'll talk to you on the next one. Ta-da!